You know, I can never get enough of this view. I sit at the table and I can see all the snow-covered mountains. The winter here in central Kootenays, where we are, there's not a ton of snow. And this is our life, our Kootenay life in the winter. It's not a busy life. It's very laid back, very chill. Speaking of which, it's kind of cold out here. So I just thought I'd share with you a few of the things that go on here since we moved to the Kootenays and we're not building a house, so this is kind of regular living. Work slows right down. Of course, the golf course that I worked at closed down back in the end of September. And work at the store that Brent's been working at has pretty much come to a slow, so we got a little bit of free time on our hands. And these are the things that we've been up to since we've been living up here for this so far this winter. Yeah, Kootenay life on the East Shore in the winter is not terribly exciting. Not a lot going on. Most of the shops shut down for the winter because there's no one to go in there. And they're really a touristy, more of a touristy type shops, all the artisan shops and that sort of thing. So we have our grocery store and our pub that stays open. But one of the things that happens quite a lot and is heading on to the ferry and going down into Nelson. And we've recognized several of the people on this boat, and the boat is actually quite full.
Yeah.
This morning.
I noticed, I've recognized probably half a dozen people. A couple of guys that live close to us. One guy I play hockey with. Another lady I know from the Great Creek store. It's a small community, so to be expected.
So that's just another thing that happens in
Kootenay life.
That's Kootenay life on the East Shore.
Day trips to Nelson and Creston.
Yeah. Sometimes Cranbrook too. Somebody asked me today, so what have you been up to?
It's a bright sunshiny day.
Not a lot. So we are middle of January and we can't do a lot of work outside. So long walks and yoga.
Chopping firewood.
Brent's been chopping firewood.
Yeah, that's my favorite pastime.
And we started something new this year. We've been going into Creston to play hockey, and while Brent plays hockey, I went for a swim.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you more about that in a minute. We are currently living in a snow globe. We attempted to clear the truck off yesterday. But neither of us could reach the middle of the truck, and we were expecting it to start raining, but we're living in a snow globe. Good
afternoon, neighbor.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi. So I thought we weren't supposed to get all this, but yeah, it's just dripping down. So as I was saying, it's kind of late in the day. Well, it's 1 o'clock, I think. No, really? Yep. I had a video to put out this morning, so you'll have to catch that. As I was saying, before my battery died, they died quick out here. So there's not a lot of projects to do outside. And we have sort of Brent got stuck on a snow lump with the wheelbarrow. It's kind of funny. So there's not a lot of projects we can do outside at this time of year just because it's too cold and that sort of thing. So what have we been doing with ourselves? As I said, Brent's been going to hockey once or twice a week with some of the guys around the hood. I went once and I swam. it's a really nice rec center. Yeah, we're just puttering, and I do yoga every day. Today, the big job, because it's warm enough and because the truck is absolutely filthy, we are giving it a bath. So Brent's already sprayed it once, but you can see it's just a layer of sand and grime.
Well, I sprayed it once, but that was just getting the ice out of the hose that had frozen in there last night.
Oh, okay, it looked like
I had both ends open so it wouldn't break anything. But yeah, she hit -9 last night, so it was chilly.
Anyways, before the temperature drops too much, I'm going to finish this truck and we'll carry on this conversation a little bit later. Let's see on this side. Oh, this side's, yeah, you can see the grime. And they don't use salt on the roads up here, so that's a good thing. Let's get this done. Well, the truck is clean, or as clean as I can manage it. The sun's starting to get behind the trees and behind the mountains. It's just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we don't have a very long window of daylight to get these things done. I'm just really worried there was a chunk of ice there. I was gonna step on and fall on my butt. Anyways, yeah, so we have the bib on the front of the truck to keep it, you know, the cold air from coming in. There was dog hair attached to the Velcro. Imagine that, dog hair around our house. So I think I got all the dirt off. Brent did an inspection. The wheels are actually silver again, and it's kind of the way we have to do it. I gotta get it. I'm enjoying the sun, but it's very, very bright. I'm gonna see what my dog is eating over here. What are you eating over here? Are you destroying a stick so I have to take you back to the vet again? Huh? Yeah, you knock it off. Bailey, what are you eating? What were you eating? So we took down the lights over top of the carport, and we'll start taking the lights down on the house, but we got to get up to that peak, and we'll do it tomorrow when I haven't put a whole bunch of water in the pickup box, and because I don't know if I recorded that. Let me put those lights up. Well, Kootenay Life days. They're a little more relaxed than what we're used to. Other than walking the dogs, one of the things that we often will do is chop some firewood, which I think I heard Brent doing up here just now. Oh, he is chopping firewood.
Yep.
He's gonna close the door. Come on, Bailey. So we just got this load in. It's not as dry as the last load we got.
Well, we had a few days of rain and a couple days of heavy snow, and Jared was able to clear most of it off. It is what it is. It's the time of year.
Yeah, I guess so.
The last load we got, I think it was probably about 25 degrees in summertime, so that's why that one was much drier than this load.
Wrigley, quiet.
One of our neighbors walking by.
Yeah, Wrigley always has to yell at somebody. Anyway,
Just
so
saying hi.
so I'll stand back and you can chop a little wood. And
So we've got a few issues. Some of these have some huge knots in them. Like that. That one there, I'm not chopping that.
yeah,
There's a few of those. I've
But
got
those-
a log splitter, so anything that I don't chop with my axe, I've got a splitter, and I'll take that down and at least bust them in half. And as that piece there,
that'll burn for a long
it'll
time.
burn for a long time, but I don't know if it'll fit in our stove.
If there's nothing else in there, it'll fit.
Yeah. Like these pieces here. This one here has got a big knot in it, but that's about as large as I would want to go. But since there's a little bit of dampness in this wood, I'm just trying to break them down a little bit more.
Okay, well, you have fun with that. I'm gonna go inside and.
You can see that knot there. That's a big guy.
Yeah.
But just got to break them down a little bit so they burn a little quicker.
And he's gonna carry on with that, and I'm gonna go back inside where it's warm and finish putting away our Christmas lights. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna put these Christmas lights away. We took the last 2 sets of lights down off the house and off the carport, and I'm putting them back on their spools. It's just a nicer way to store them. And then I gotta find a spot in the shed, because we picked up some extra spools this year, so might have to start a new bin. Anyways, so I'm gonna carry on with this, and then I'm gonna do some yoga. And once Brent loads up that wheelbarrow, he takes it over here and stacks it on the rack out of the weather. And then from there, we can just grab pieces as we need them and load them up on the rack inside. Okay, Wrigley, are you coming in or out? Pick one. It's really cold out there. Oh, it's not too cold to not have a jacket. Yeah, so then we have this one here, and the dog bin's not put away yet. Anyway, so that's kind of how that whole firewood thing goes, and usually Brent goes out every few days, I guess, once a week, depending on how much firewood we burn in that particular time. And I think my dog's eating my grass. Hey, no, no, do not eat the grass. Grass I just planted last year. No, don't dig holes in my lawn. Anyways, girls, stop eating stuff on the ground. Wrigley,